If you travel to or around Boston by air, land, or water, the Massachusetts Port Authority owns, operates, or manages that property. From Boston Logan International Airport to public terminals in the Port of Boston, the financially self-sustaining public authority generates $9 billion annually at no cost to Massachusetts taxpayers. I'm Jenny Johnson for Comcast Newsmakers. At Suffolk University's Modern Theater in downtown Boston, Tom Glynn, CEO of Massport, joins me. Tom, welcome to the program.
How are you?
All right, so let's talk about Massport's role. It's a major economic engine in this region.
So everybody recognizes Logan and the importance that Logan plays in the economy, but we also have other important responsibilities that contribute to the economy. So one is the fishing industry, and we're a major servicer of the fishing industry. A second is the cruise port, which last year served about 380,000 passengers. And finally, the Connolly Container Terminal, which is a major port that imports a lot of goods and material from China and exports as well. So those three things are kind of behind the scenes part of the economic engine.
Okay, so now on the other side, much more in the forefront, Logan. Let's talk about how Logan drives Massport.
So Logan's about 85% of what we do. We have about 100,000 passengers a day that take advantage of Logan. July and August are actually among our busiest months. And the business community counts on us to open gateways for them to new markets around the world. So that's something that we've been working on.
And talk about some of the changes and some of the things that you're adding.
So we've been trying to make some improvements for the passengers. So one thing is we're working on a project with TSA that will improve the ability of families to get through the checking system that TSA operates. Second thing we're doing is we're reducing the number of buses because we're opening up a new rental car facility. So instead of having 130 buses an hour, we'll have 30, and that will help the curb access because people have a hard time sometimes even pulling over to the curb. So that's a big initiative that we're going to be doing in September.
People like to have a little bit of effortless travel, so that's always very helpful. So talk about some of the international routes and why that is so beneficial to Logan and to Massachusetts.
Well, the governor has made this a high priority really from day one. So we were very successful. About a year and a half ago, Japan Airlines started daily service, non-stop direct service from here to Japan. And then about a month ago, we started a new flight to Panama City, Copa Airlines, which is a very well-regarded airline that gets people to Panama City, which is a gateway to the rest of Latin America. Turkish Airlines announced they wanted to start service at Logan next spring. And we're working on some others because if Boston's going to remain a major capital in the world economy, we have to have access in and out of the other markets. So it's a very high priority, and fortunately we've had some good success so far. And
I know jobs is another high priority. Talk about the number of jobs that are in and out of Logan specifically.
So about 1,000 people work for Massport, but 17,000 people work at the airport because we leverage a lot of other activity, whether it's the airlines, the FBI, TSA, the service companies that fuel the planes. So it's an economic engine unto itself, in addition to the fact it creates opportunity for people in the business community to be successful.
And talk about some of the priorities for Massport moving forward. I know there's a big push for community service.
So we've been trying to, have a good relation with our neighbors in East Boston and Winthrop and South Boston. Over the years we've had ups and downs, so that's been an important priority. We're concerned about Hurricane Sandy and resiliency and trying to make sure we're prepared for the next storm. And we're always working on safety and security because that's number one of our priority list. And finally, customer service, as we touched on.
Well, Tom, thank you so much. It was a pleasure to have you here, and thanks for sharing a little bit about Massport with us.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Jenny Johnson.